What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Fresh Fixers, we're back at it again. Another episode up and loading. As you can see today, I'm joined. Maybe some of you guys already know him. You know, he's a familiar face, but I'm joined by the man who goes by the name of Noah Greed. Yeah. How do you do, man?
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah,
Cool.
we have to get one thing out of the way, though.
Yeah.
It's Noah Jid.
Oh,
Right.
Noah Jid.
Yeah. It was supposed to be JID. So if I said JID, it would be like confusing, you know.
Oh, that's why you went for the grid spelling, but spelled Jid.
Yeah, it's G like ID. There's no R.
There's no R.
Yeah, that's
man,
the
I
thing.
read it wrong. My bad.
Yeah.
My fault. Nevertheless, man, how are you doing? What's your real name, though?
My name is Noah, but my like Ngongosinatsabo. Sure.
So why Jid?
Jid. Jid is for guide. GIDE. So it's
okay.
GID3, right?
Mm.
So the 3 is for E. It's not 3. So it's guide, which means like a story or author, someone who tells a story. So I'm trying to tell like a story through like portraiture, arts, photography and everything.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. So before we get into your art and everything, just quickly take us through, like, where you from, man, and how did you actually stumble upon making the choice of, you know what, I want to actually go to varsity and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from SOA, in Toneseka, so that's where I actually grew up. Pumezola one, Emapoti and Amshazaf. Yeah, that's the deep end.
Putting them shots off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, how's it there, like, crime rate, stuff like that?
Aye.
Okay, you're fine. I'm a guy, and bit. That depends.
Yeah. Nah, good grand, man. I'd say it's middle class now, but back then, there was violence, cool, like car theft.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen like a car being stripped right in front of me, dog. Like,
For real?
yeah, if ngena amaphoyisa manje bangithatha now.
You.
That kind of violence.
How fast was it, though?
Yo, quick, dog. 30 minutes, but ideally. You see Fortuna, Toyota Fortuna.
Yeah.
Now, dog.
Hey, son. Hey, excuse maybe we could know that thing like Toyota Fortuna is now kind of getting the lead. Yeah, we're not involved. We just witnessed. He just witnessed, to be specific, type of vibe like that. Yeah, man, for sure. You feel you're comfortable, man. So freely, bro. You never know who's watching. Maybe your crush is just over there like, ooh, finally, I get to see him. Let me hear what it's all about, you know, things like that. Yeah, and so how did the whole going to varsity part come? You coming into varsity and everything?
I was a shy kid in high school, so I wasn't like social and stuff.
Really?
So yeah, so ngangifunda all the time. Like I was reading every time I was studying. Ngangapumi, my friends were like popular and stuff. I used to dance in high school, but I was not like a popular kid.
Oh yeah. You're one of the low key ones.
Yeah.
So you said that you dance. Was it like crumping?
Ah.
All that stomp the yard type of vibes.
Yeah, from SOA to back to me, like, you know, what was popular was Ipenga and Ischepa. So, obviously, I'm Zulu, and it's easy for Zulu people to do Ipenga. And it's much more easier for Abantu, like with Tswana, Pedi blood, to do Ischepa.
Ischepa.
Yeah, honestly speaking, like, bonk, it's like that. Like that.
No, but take it through, because like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not familiar with those terms. Like, if you just give a rough idea,
Oh shit! So Shepa is that quick dance, you see.
Oh yeah,
it's really quick. You have to be quick with your feet.
Oh, okay.
But Ipeng is just chilled. In Dosa Deben, it's something you see there. Ipeng. Leabo Dira or Babe So Dumo. Yeah.
Okay, nah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So let's talk about your side hustle, your profession in a way. Photography, man. Like, how did you actually like get introduced to photography, and what made you actually be like, I'm gonna do this thing, man?
Yeah. So like I said, I don't know if I have mentioned it before, but I'm like an entrepreneur first than
Okay.
anything. Then I'm a student. Then third, I'm an artist. So I was doing art. I still am. I was doing art, and then I realized, dude, you know what? My clients are sending me pictures, and these pictures are not good quality images. So I had to find a way, to improve the quality they give me, so that I draw precise details.
Oh, you want to be true to your craft, accurate.
Yeah. So I actually bought a cam, so for only taking pictures of my clients and then drawing their faces and stuff. But I actually fell in love with photography along the process.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the whole photography process actually started with you doing art in varsity.
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's really fantastic. So how would you, in your own opinion, think the photography industry has improved, given how in the early 2000s, it used to be one of those snapper, pay $10,
Yeah.
and then maybe you get it like maybe a week later and all that. And then now it's quick, man. I can take a picture, edit it, get it tonight, things like that. Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like you would have fared well with the old generation of photography compared to now, or?
I think it's much better now, photography is better now. For us, the black people.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But for white people, it always been like it was something really that everything they do, they're good at. They know how to evolve. But Dala, there's this term that I hate about us, but it's ngabo cameraman. That shit is whack, man. It's whack.
Oh, for no one missing one, yes.
I'm a photographer, bro. Like
photographer.
I take pictures, dog. I edit and portray like a message, a vision, or something. I have to show something through my pictures. But a cameraman is just someone who stands in one post and then takes the same picture of the same background of different people. He's not learning anything. He wakes up, he goes out, take pictures, make money. It's like hand to mouth kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if you're a photographer, you have to study, bro. Like it's a course, bro. You have to study, buy equipment, bro.
Bro. Yeah, take us through, man. Take us through. I don't know. You spent much, invested much in your own craft.
Yeah, bro. There's this guy from this race, Ikamalaka Osiba.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought a cam. I used to live here, so he was like a neighbor to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I advised him, buy this, buy that. Let's go there. Yeah, well, these guys have proper stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went and then we bought like a cam for him. We bought a lens. He had everything, man. His lens, man, it was long. You see those long lenses, bro?
Yeah.
You can take a picture like fit to like, maybe
couple of kilometers.
Yeah, something like that. He used to take pictures of that building. You see that building that has things that are hanging, like natural things. Like
yeah. I see
he used to take people there. From there, you can see that this is a person.
So it's Stocker Vibes type of lenses, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, Flip, okay, with the whole photography thing going on, I want to know, like, as a student, how really feasible is it to actually, like, venture into photography or videography, per se? You've branched into videography sometimes, I assume. So, like, how would you actually advise, your fellow students who actually, like, they are keen on getting the equipment and everything, but they just don't know as to how really practical is this photography industry, if you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, my take on anything you want to venture in, if you have something that is straight, like school, you have to know why you're doing that thing. That's the first thing, millions. You have to have a purpose. Because take camera, it's a risk on its own. You can buy a cam and then it sits there. No one comes to you. No one books you.
Flip.
And you could have a cam and have clients, plenty, but keep fucking up. You take terrible pictures. You see? It's that thing.
Yeah.
So Google will see, why do you want to do this?
Nah, I hear you, man. So, okay. Google why do you want to do this and everything. But when we actually, like, narrowed it down to you, like with your own type of, so you take photography primarily for the fact that you wanna draw, right?
Yeah.
So how does the whole process actually comes to you actually like determining whether this is a good quality image and this is a shitty quality image? Because like you said, you can still you can buy a camera and everything,
Yeah.
but you can take pictures, but then maybe the angle, maybe there are many factors that actually influence how well good that picture is. So do you also have that criterion when it comes to your pictures, since you actually need them for your art? Or do you just, you know, as long as you can just get a portrait of someone, that's it, you're good?
Yeah. So, you know, everything like that is difficult, ne?
Mhm.
It has a triangle for maths, for science, for everything, man. For photography, okay, let me make like an example. Tumbo. For maths, what's the triangle? Okay, forget it. It's in esengqondweni manje. Is that in photography? There's this thing. It's ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. So aperture is all about your background and your subject. ISO is about the brightness. Shutter speed is how fast do you want to capture your image. It's like saying, if you want to capture, let's say, you see a fan, you can, with a cam, take a picture of a fan spinning and show it lento yakhona le espinayo, just suspended
immediately, but it's still in motion.
Or the other way around. So, but the beauty in photography lies in light, aperture, and the subject. The subject is all about placing your subject. We call it the composition. It's like you can't just say, pose, let me just take you a picture. The first thing that is very important about your image is that your client or your prospect has to be the first thing you see when you see the picture. The first thing. You can't just, like, let's say you scroll past the picture or you're swiping or something. And then when you swipe, the first thing you see is the car, not the person being taken pictures of. So it would be like useless. So that's a shitty picture.
That's a shitty picture.
Yeah.
Damn, man. All right. So I want to know, like, how do you actually like maintain, or before we go into the maintaining part, how do you actually approach your clients, or how do you actually like bring your clients to come to you? You don't have to go to the very detailed, because it's competition out there, you know. But just like a highlight as to how would you actually approach somebody to actually be like, hey man, you look good, dress nicely, things like that.
Yeah, here's the golden rule. Never rely on photography. You just don't have to. It's something that you have to have. Because it's a thing. Like, you know, once in a while sometimes. Let's say birthday. Yeah. So, Mina, what I do, I read books. I've read 2 books, Education of Millionaires, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I watched a video. Videos, plenty of videos, like on how to, you know, market yourself.
All right.
So that's what I do. I get my advices from there.
Oh, so this is where the entrepreneurial side kicks in, right? Man. That's smart. Hey, man, respect for your craft, man. You see, you're well invested into it. Speaking of which, Noah had actually like bought some of his portraits. I'm gonna ask him to actually show you. You can show views there. Like, look at the precise details, man. It's really dope, bro. And I'm guessing, man, you only did that with like shades of pencil only, or do you encompass wax here and there?
Oh, no wax, man. No wax. There's no wax. It's just pencil, blending stumps and brushes.
Flip, man. So with this level of quality detail, how much would you actually like charge for a standard A4 portrait?
So for now, I don't do A4. As you can see, this is like A3.
Yeah.
I don't think A4 is my type of thing, because it needs sharpening. You have to keep on sharpening the pencil every time.
I see. Yeah. So you haven't mastered the art of actually downing your drawings down to a very small scale.
Yeah.
So man, that's really dope, man. Hey, you taking me back in the days. You know, I used to draw, bro.
Oh, you used to draw?
Yeah, man. Portraits, abstract, I used to be there, man. And especially I used to also do recycle art
Oh,
to some point. I was pretty good at it. But eventually I kind of stopped, interest come and goes.
yeah,
Things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I feel like if I honed my skill, maybe who knows, would have been a competitor now.
You still are, man. You just haven't, considered it yet.
Yeah. It's just something about drawing people, man. With me, it was kind of like, I always used to use my imagination.
Yeah.
Parents just asked me, who are these people? I'm like, I even have no idea. It just came from my mind, putting in the eyes and everything like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at grade 7 level, man, I'm pretty sure I was doing quite well, compared to most people in a way. But that's not what we're at. So on your standard, on your average day, like, what would you consider a most successful photography day for you? Like, what are the factors that will meet that in terms of venue, type of subject, which is your client that's there, and your background and everything? Like, what would you consider to be the ideal factors for an ideal photo?
Oh yeah, studio equipment, man. If I have my own studio equipment. But to answer your first question, if that was like a first question and the other.
Yeah.
So there was this thing, my graduation shoots in Soweto campus.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Every photographer was happy there. You could see it in their face, bro, when we were leaving, dog.
Yeah.
Because, I'm a graduate. You might get like someone booking you. It's okay, I have this event coming up. And then when you go there, you take pictures of them and then you're humble. After the next hour, puma bany. And then when they get out, bazago, like, I need to take pictures.
I mean, it's a very, very honorable moment, man. Of course, they want to make it memorable, hey?
Yeah. So a lot of photographers, they even know Venda Nation from Emila.
Oh, yeah?
He was there. Yeah, and a photographer there by Quincy. I don't know his name, but yeah, he was there.
I just appreciate the fact how you kind of like, giving a shout out to your fellow competition. It's healthy, It's healthy competition. And I see you actually got like some of the pictures over here. I mean, they look pretty clean, hey? You can just show views there. They look pretty clean, though.
Yeah, this is some
You
of
can
my...
see the joy, man. So just take us through those 4. Why did you choose those 4 to frame in particular?
Okay, man, the thing is I have like too many. Okay, should I put it?
Yeah.
I have too many, man. So these were like the only 4 I could access from my phone because most of them are on like my PC.
Oh, yeah.
So my phone had only these 4. So yeah, but I have a lot. Others are, I'm more fire than this. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, okay, like, in practical sense, this is Joburg for crying out loud. So when you go out there and you actually take pictures and everything like that, don't you have the 4-wheel? Maybe somebody might come and actually bump into you, camera falls and things like that. Or maybe you might be a victim of theft.
Yeah.
I feel like Qatar's that things like a quarration fit.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to work like on campus because on campus it's safe. Sekai, no one can do shit to me.
Yeah, fair enough.
But ngaphandle, man, even when someone says I want to do a photo shoot, ngiyambuza qala, where you from? Mati, I'm from maybe Berea Hill, bro. I don't take the shoot. It's like I left it.
Oh yeah.
Like I once like did get like scammed.
Flip.
Once before. They stole a lens. It cost 32K. I'm not lying, bro. It chose, I think, for 2.5 from, those vendors.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently. So they don't know the value of that thing. But when I bought that shit, when Mingy search online, when I looked it up, shit, this shit is like...
It's quite costly, man.
Yeah. And then there was this event last year by Miller.
Oh, yeah.
So Kumbula there's this thing. It was a pub, not a pub. I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah,
chilling.
Yeah,
ngang shooter for 412.
Oh yeah.
So when I did that shoot, a guy like a photographer came through, and he said he was booked by obviously the guy who was hosting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So big hoster A412 and some other rapper.
Okay.
I don't know the guy. So yeah, I said, man, look, you have a nice lens, man. I need to use that lens of yours, because I have this long lens. That lens is huge, man. It's huge.
Oh,
That's why
yeah,
it's
yeah,
expensive. So if for me to take pictures indoors, it was impossible because I have to move. I have to move far, bro. Far, not
Like
just
way back. in
Yeah,
order to
way
get
back.
That proper.
Yeah, so I wasn't getting any pictures. But for him, he was using video. So it's easy for him to, do video, like, because he's doing video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I gave him my lens. After 15 minutes, the guy was gone.
Tough, man. But I mean, it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure, like you said, a whole lot of people might not know the value, but cameramans might do. So the moment you kind of say this, he was probably, while you were still taking pictures, he was probably like actually look into it, be like, man, is this really the real fish?
Yeah.
Shit, does this kid really know what he's doing with? Nah, man, fuck it. This is gonna pay me way more than this gig. I'm out of here. Type of vibes.
Yeah.
That flip, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
It must have taken you back, bro.
A lot, man. A lot. But it's in photography, bro. You get like constraints, like problems with people, photographers themselves. So, in this field, it's hard. Even art, young like it's hard. You don't get encouragement like as we are as students, like we can do like encourage each other with some face of push. It's fine, it's and stuff. But in photography and art, you get criticism. I had a friend, man. I don't want to mention his name, but wherever he is, I hope we get or I hope was on the podcast. Yeah, he used to like talk to me about shit I know. Like I feel like I'm Now he looks up to me. So you get a lot of criticism, even from shopping the equipment. My first time in saying camera. Lens when they like by advertise. But when I bought it with like a faulty lens. It had dust inside and so when you try and crank it up, this shit is not quality.
Flip, man.
Yeah, so there's like if okay, advice photograph is that if you do photography, you must be willing to lose a lot of money, man. A lot, bro, because you have to keep on paying for stuff.
Shit. So did you ever have a moment where you actually kind of like you have a client pulling through, take pictures and stuff like that, and then now they're reluctant to pay?
Yeah.
Type of situations.
Yeah.
And how did you go about with them?
You just leave them, man. Or? You leave them.
Oh man, that's sad.
Because a client to me is like a brick. Nah?
Mm-hmm.
A reliable client is like a brick. I'm building a house now.
Oh.
So my foundation has to be strong. I have to rely on my people. I have people who have taken pictures with me like more than 15 times, called me up. It's a ceremony, they call me, it's a birthday, it's something like this, something like I have people like that. Those people are reliable. But if you on the first like encounter you decide to, like be shitty, so how are you going to be someone I work with?
It's a shitty prick. Kind of prick.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you just snap and you shang and me once. Yeah, man. But come on, guys. They just be fair to photographers out there, man. They're also trying to put up a side hustle. Imagine if you're in their shoes. Pretty sure most of y'all will have lost your shit a long while ago. But yeah. Hey, man, so you see, like, from this alone, I actually see, like, man, there's a whole lot, really a whole lot that goes on behind the scenes, bro. Like, for real, man, for real.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side note, just pulling your leg and stuff like that, I just want to know, man, have you ever gotten one of those exotic gigs, Nyana, whereby it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, dog, like, I have a page. So the first one is Noah Jid Photography.
Yeah.
And then there's the second one. It's Noah Jid Boudoir. It's BOIRD.
Okay.
OIR. Yeah, it's boudoir. So it's where you see the naked hands there.
Like full naked or just semi?
Semi. So but
semi.
Yeah. So it's a boudoir. A boudoir is a kind of shoot where you like you have to arouse, your emotions. It's not about what people think of you. It's what you think about you. It's when I ask you, are you wild? The first thoughts that you get on yourself, it's okay, am I wild? Why am I saying I'm wild? So when you do like a boudoir, you're trying to show people who would see, I'm this wild. Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty sure, man. Hey, those photo shoots. Hey, ziyabuya, baba.
Azabuya.
Awusabi yini kodwa?
Okay, firstly, like my first one, benzim, because I was horny, and
I should the hand was fire.
Yo, dog, yo.
Yeah, boy. Another reason why it's up for that. Baby, magating. Go share photo shoot. No span. Usabela zona.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And what happened though? Like, how did you actually like control yourself and actually hold back?
Yeah, the thing was like I was constantly asking for water, or like, can I have a glass of water? And then she'd bring it. At some point, I'm jail, Gucci, man. I'm horny now, like horny, because I could see him to everything about your shit. Lent I fagil, it's like a string
type of vibe.
Something like that. Yeah,
through.
I see walls with vagina, dog. That was shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was something like that. I'm jail. I'm combisa about my faults work and stuff. Yeah, but yeah. So it was successful.
And then I'm pretty sure with time you actually got used to it, and now it just does no longer have that effect. No?
Yeah.
Flip. Now, guys, I think I'm so punch when I'm getting photography. The boudoir part, you one.
Yeah.
Next photography, boudoir by Nicholas. Yeah, man. But apart from that, do you have any photographers out there that you'd like to actually work with? You know, maybe like big shots. I mean, you also included in your arts and everything like that. Perhaps maybe you want to work with them based on how they actually take their pictures, because it might actually bring some inspiration to your art. So if you were to narrow it down to at least 3 people, who would you opt? Who would you like to work with?
Okay, there's the first guy I've been meaning to work with. Like, I'm supposed to be doing something with him now this week. TMD Photography.
TMD Photography. Shout out.
He's a big shot. Cool. He has a studio in Midrand.
Flip.
Yeah. And there's Relaxed Nation Photography. I don't know if you know that guy.
No.
But I've worked with that guy. I've given him ideas. You know, I've worked hand in hand. But the thing is, I never got any, credit.
To some degree.
Yeah.
So you didn't get any credit, but you still like to work with them.
Man, like, I've worked with them, but we don't work together anymore. Like, we were supposed to open a studio this year, but it didn't actually work out.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Tough, man. Collaboration sometimes has its tolls. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, the last person?
The last person, bro, honestly speaking, there's no one. Because I was going to work with Uvenda Nation, but...
There's no bad blood, I suppose.
No bad
There's
blood.
no bad blood.
It's just that he was okay. Honestly speaking, man, the nigga is chasing my ex. You get, like, he's been chasing my ex, and I'm gonna.
Come on, man.
So, man, I've been working with this guy, dog. Like, in Shonoma, we in Soweto campus. The nigga acts as if we're cool, yeah. But he's been like gunning for my hand, dog. But now she's my ex. Yeah,
but bro, hear me out. The ex thing only works if the nigga is like your homeboy, kind of like, nah, man, back off, because there's some factors where you might want to rekindle the spark or anything.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, if we're colleagues and everything, it's all fair game.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to your ex, whether is she game, whether is she not. But I mean, you shouldn't let that, in a way, get in your way of actually like getting a dope collaboration on place. Who knows? Maybe that's the nigga you've been waiting on to give you that full 100. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. I do have a last shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Or someone I'd like to work with.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to work with this Han. She lives in Miller. So, ikamala ke anko shongalo, but something Katie, but Isibongo Wangcobo. She's like a designer. That's what she's here for in UJ.
Oh.
So she does it very scholarly. She's an artist. She's everything.
Oh, you like to work with her?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Shout out. I'm pretty sure she'll be watching this, hopefully. And yeah, I'm just gonna put in Noah's information down below, and you guys can actually check it out to actually like see his social panels, pages and everything, and actually see the work he does. It's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. I'm just thinking that when I'm sure it's a picture or two, so that you can actually see it towards the end of when I upload the episode and type of vibes like that.
My shout out to Qina if this is like the last part.
No. Before the last part, I just wanted to know, man. In a span of the next 3 years, where do you see yourself in this whole photography place, including art? Because with you, it's actually like it's a linked thingy.
Bro, I don't wanna lie.
Mm-hmm.
My future scares me right now.
Sure.
Because if Lento Lemfe what I was dreaming to do this year, what I was like planning to do this year,
Mm-hmm.
if isebenzile, because I was supposed to be renting a studio there by a shop right End Street.
End Street. Oh.
Yeah, I was supposed to rent a shop there, man. It was supposed to be a studio, a cafe thing. Where you get like your lattes, your stuff. You take pictures at the same time. It's a studio.
Oh.
You get your same time photos. I have a printer, bro. I have lighting. I was supposed to also have a background and stuff. Everything.
Dope,
I had so a sponsor for photography. Someone who sells this equipment was like willing to give it to me after maybe 4 months.
Oh, yeah.
And then all I had to have at that time was 10K. I think 10.150 or so. So at that time I had 7K. So I asked the guy, can you just faga nyana 5K nyan? Because he has a black card. His name is Pablo. He lives in APK.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's popular. So I asked this guy, man, can we do this stuff? And then he was like, sure. Mina ngizothenga my iPhone that. This is that cool. I was like, okay, sure, I see you. After 2 weeks, it wasn't working because of my excuses. And then he said, ngizovula restaurant. How about that? Akhuluma na nomuntu khona agent. The agent was like, okay, you cannot open a restaurant here because there's already like 4 lapaya.
Oh.
So if you open a restaurant, what's the point? So that's how it ended. But the thing was gonna be a bomb, bro. Because there's Mpumelelo, there's Inano, there's Irais, there's Amares Vezu.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. There's gonna be a pretty chill spot for students. Student hub type of vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Don't give up on it, man. Come on. Just find ways.
Shit, man.
Maybe in push. Yeah, boy, no, don't be worried about most things. I'm pretty sure it's all about saving up. But whether it's not now, whether it's not in the next 1-2 years, man. But eventually, you just get it. Don't ever give up. Yeah, bro. So, do you want to actually like put out some shout outs, to your fellow companions or something?
Yeah. I'd like to give a shout out to Huvenda Nation, Relax Nation, TMD Photography, Pro, that's another visuals, that's Transensico, design, and Utam, who customizes sneakers. That's Litty Custom Footwears.
Litty Custom Footwears.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who actually does the graphics on plain sneakers, nah?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out. Should get my sneakers fixed, man.
Yeah.
Design I have in mind. Everything. Yeah, man, but as you can see, guys, we've reached the end of the show. And yeah, you know the procedure. This is the Fresh Freaks podcast. And I'm Nicholas, your host, signing out. So we'll meet again, my fits. Let's put in, guys.